Hey guys, so I forgot to do an intro. So here I am 7 hours after I actually filmed this video. So if my skin looks a little bit different, that is why. Today's video is going to be, as you can see by the title, a full review, first impressions, wear test on the brand new Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation, which is this one right here. I am an oily skin girl, so I did wear this for about 7 to 8 hours. I really wanted to see if this would work for oily skin. I know luminous, obviously you think luminous, you don't think oily skin. But believe it or not, there's some foundations that actually have worked for me even though I am super duper oily. So with that said, I don't want to ramble on too much because there's really not much to say in the intro besides I hope you guys enjoy this video. And also I wanted to share this with you guys. I will be having a special guest on my channel. I think that video is going to go up on Friday. I'm pretty sure. I'm going to be having my very best friend here with me for the very first time. I am so excited. We're going to be filming a Get Ready With Us video for a Backstreet Boys concert. So if you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comment section down below and we will be answering them as we get ready for the Backstreet Boys concert, which I'm so excited about, you guys. Ooh, you have no idea. So with that said, let's go ahead and jump right into the video. I pulled up on my phone my Ulta app so I can give you a little information on the shade that I got. So they did have quite a few foundations. They have 50 foundation shades, 50 options if I am correct. So the one that I got, I did swatch them in store. Some of them were a little yellow. This one seems to kind of match me. I hope I did a good job at matching myself. This is 355 N, which stands for neutral. So this is medium skin with a neutral golden undertone. Now I'm going to read you the information, the details on the actual foundation. It says, Luminous Foundation by Anastasia Beverly Hills is a water-resistant liquid foundation that creates a luminous, natural finish. The radiant formula delivers long-wearing, medium coverage, yet still feels so lightweight and looks ultra fresh. This is the coverage you have been waiting for. Luminous Foundation looks so great on its own. There's no need to set with a powder. Available in many completely natural shades, Luminous Foundation blurs any imperfection, including discoloration and unevenness, without caking or masking the skin's natural radiance. With a seamless application, this easy-to-blend formula leaves the skin with a perfected looking complexion that is free of flashback or oxidization, which I love that they added that. So many foundations tend to oxidize on the skin and it's super annoying because then your skin either looks orange, it looks too light, it looks too dark. So yeah, available in 5 shade categories: fair, light, medium, tan, deep, and 3 undertones: cool, warm, and neutral, which is perfect. This foundation retails for $38, which I think is an amazing price point. So pretty. It is a glass bottle. Again, the logo of Anastasia, and then you turn it around and it has foundation, which I really like this. It does remind me a little bit of the Il Maquillage like packaging. And then you open it and like it says, it does have a little pump, which is a little bit more hygienic and it's supposed to dispense the perfect amount. Now, with that said, I have primed my skin. I went in with my current favorite primer, which is the Dr. Brandt's Pores No More. This one just minimizes the look of my pores. I didn't want to use my Milk Makeup Grip Primer, even though I'm very familiar with that primer. I know how it wears, I know how it looks, but that primer tends to extend the wear of my foundation. And so for this review, for this wear test, I want the foundation to speak for its own and not the primer, if that makes sense. So we are going to pump. Let's see, let's dispense. Let's do 1 full pump. So that is 1 full pump, which I think is a pretty good amount for it to dispense out. Now, as you can see, it's not too runny. It's not running down super fast, but it's not too thick either. So it's like the perfect consistency if you ask me. You guys know that I like to do my reviews half of my face with a foundation brush, half of my face with a beauty sponge. So we're going to do that. Now that we are up close and personal, I'm going to show you guys a few concerns that I have with my skin. On this side, I have a little bit of discoloration. These are just like acne marks, little blackheads that I've been like poking at for the past like month. So this is a little bit of discoloration. I don't have much going on this side. Like this side is always my bad side and I don't know why. But I do have a cute little pimple here that decided to come out last night. So that is pretty much it. I do have dark circles, but I'm not going to use this as a concealer. Just, yeah, we're just going to leave it at that. So let's see. Let's go right into this foundation review. And I think I'm actually going to pick it up with my finger. And I'm just going to dot it all over the skin, because I also want to see if this foundation is quick to set or if you can take your time with applying it. Let's go in with the kabuki brush now. I'm actually going to take my little mirror so I can look at my skin up close a little bit more. Ooh, this pimple really hurts. You know, it's one of those nasty pimples that is like underneath the skin and it refuses to come to the surface, but it's so painful. I hate it. That blended out really nicely and really quick. Like, I am not here struggling blending out the foundation. It's literally just doing its own thing and blending out, which I'm not complaining. I have a feeling though that with the Beauty Blender, it's definitely going to sheer it out a little bit more. It does claim to be a medium coverage foundation, and I do have to agree with that, but let's take a look at the pimple. So I did a pretty good job at covering it up. If you guys notice this right here, you can still see it, but I bet you that if you go in with a little bit more, it'll cover it up. It's sitting really, really nicely on the skin. I'm not having any issues with blotchiness. My pores look really smooth. My skin looks really smooth. I do have to say that it does have a natural finish. So let me go ahead and do another pump of this foundation, and then we can apply this side with the Beauty Blender. Now let's take a look on this side. Honestly, I feel like both sides look very similar. You can still see a little bit of discoloration right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take another pump, and these pumps are really small. I usually wear a lot of foundation, so for me this is like perfect. And I'm going to take a little bit more on my Beauty Blender, and I'm going to build up the foundation right here, right where I need the coverage. I really want to see how good of a job this does at a second layer. So there it is. As you can see, you can still, if you guys can tell right here, you can still see a little bit of the acne marks or whatever that is. I don't even know what it is at this point. I feel like it did a good job at covering it. There is one right here that is darker than the rest. That one that is standing out. That one is not going to be covered unless I color correct. So I don't know. I mean, I'm not mad at it. Okay guys, this is the foundation. What do you guys think? I want to know. Sound off in the comment section down below. Let me know. Oh my god, I had an eyelash in my eye. Ow. Anyway, so yeah, this is how the foundation is looking for now. I think it looks very pretty. I'm going to do my full face off camera because I just want to do a review on the foundation. I will be back to show you guys how the foundation looks with the whole shebang, bronzer, concealer, highlight, all that stuff. So I will be back in just one sec. Before I go in with my eyeshadow, I just wanted to show you guys how the foundation is looking. So I have a bronzer, blush, highlighter, concealer, setting powder, and that is pretty much it. So far, honestly, I have no complaints. It just looks like my skin, but so much better. Not full coverage, but it's beautiful. The wear on it is very, very pretty. So this is the final look before I check in with you guys in about 6 hours. It is currently 1 o'clock, which is kind of late for me to be filming, but this is the only time that I had. So I will be back in about, in about 6 hours, and I'm going to check in with you guys. I'm not going to be doing any retouching up on my skin. I just want the foundation to speak for itself. So I will be back in a few hours. Whoo! I am back. It is currently 8:06, right on the dot. I'm so full. We just actually had cake. It's my sister's birthday. My youngest sister, she just turned 23. Whew, mama's full. Okay, so as you can see, I am very oily. So I started this video at 1 o'clock, and again, it is now 8:07 p.m., which it's been 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7 hours, which I think it's a pretty good wear test. Even 6 hours is a good wear test. So, yikes. Okay, first things first. Obviously, I am very, very oily. If I didn't mention in the video, and I'm sorry if I didn't mention it, but my skin is very oily. So, with that said, this foundation definitely did not hold up on me. We have a lot going on. I'm gonna zoom you guys in. Guys, I'm so disappointed. Like, I really wanted to love this foundation. With that said, I am going to give it one more try. If it doesn't work out for me, I'm going to return it. I'm going to try it maybe tomorrow with a mattifying primer to see how that looks, but this is not something that I personally like for my foundation. So let's bring you guys in. Yikes, I'm scared to bring you guys in because this is a hot mess. Zoomed in. So before we go into the face and stuff, I did want to mention that I did set my skin with the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist, which this I use all the time, or I just use a setting spray in general to set my skin. So as you can see, all this is extremely oily. My forehead is not as oily, but the foundation definitely creased all right here. I do a lot of expressions. Like, I am a very animated person. I don't know if that's a word, but I do this, and I'm like, you know, I have a little girl. I have a 6-year-old that's so sassy. So I'm always like, so my foundation definitely always sets into the wrinkles. So I'm not going to judge it by that because literally almost every single foundation does that. It also creased right here, right where I thought it was going to. It creased. My nose is extremely oily. The sides of my face are not as much, but right here, like all right here, is very oily. My chin is not. I usually don't get oily in my chin, but I can definitely tell you that the foundation rubbed off, and I'm not one to be touching my face a lot ever, so I know that this wasn't me. The foundation is just pretty much not there. I can usually forgive a foundation if I can still work with it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a little bit of blotting tissues, and then I'm also going to take my favorite mattifying primer and see if we can work with this foundation. So I'm going to take my tissue paper. This one is, wait, I just ripped it, so let me grab a new one. This one is from the brand Natural Premium. I ordered these off of Amazon like a while ago, so. Oh my god, that is a lot of oil. This is like soaking up. Do you guys see this? Oh my god, I never take off this much oil off my skin. Oh my god. That is a lot. I'm going to take another one, and then I'm going to blot this side of my skin. Oh my god. You guys, look at that. It like almost completely soaked up the entire thing. Okay, I'm going to do my nose. Oh my god. I am so shook right now. I'm just going to take the one that I ripped a second ago, and I'm going to use this on the forehead. Guys, look at this. That is excessive and ridiculous. Looks like I put mantequilla all over my skin. It like cracked and it bunched up right here on my nose. That's strange. Okay, So now that we've removed a lot of oil, I am going to take my absolute favorite, hands down the best mattifying shine control powder that I've ever used, which is the Pure Cosmetics. It's this one right here. Seriously, you guys, if you are an oily biatch like me, you need this in your life, especially for the summertime. So, I mean, as you can see, my skin looks good. I don't know if you can actually see this right here, but there's like this big patch of dry skin. Yeah, you guys can see that. I think the foundation like kind of messed with it, and then with the blotting powder and the blotting sheets, it doesn't look good, but that's just like a patch of dry skin, so that's nothing to do with the foundation. From afar, like, it looks pretty good right now that we've cleaned it up. So what are my final thoughts? What do we think? Is this oily skin approved? I'm going to guess that obviously this is a more dewy, luminous foundation, which is not ideal for oily skin. With that said, I don't think this is oily skin approved. If you guys think otherwise, obviously let me know in the comment section down below. Leave me your suggestions, leave me your comments, your thoughts, concerns, anything. Oh my god, excuse me. Leave it in the comment section down below. That is it for me, you guys. I'm going to go put on some sweatpants because I am so full I can barely breathe. So, whew, thank you for joining me today, and I will see you guys on my next video. Mwah. Bye!